Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Let's jump into here. Let's get this off a pause. Let's take a quick peek at our couple of fields. So it looks like the vineyard is totally fertilized. Field 3 needs one more layer of fertilization. Where's the growth stages? Alright, so we're still waiting on our grapes. Field 3 is just in the first growth stage. So we need to wait until this next growth stage before we can get a layer of fertilizer down. Let's look at some contracts. Fertilizing. We're not making fertilizer yet. We're buying it. I don't want to take any. I don't want to take any sowing. We could do a quick cultivate in. We can harvest. What is that? Sunflower in 6. That's that massive field. I don't want to go there. I don't think. Field 5. We can throw our cultivator in 5. Let's grab that contract. No, I need both my tractors. Alright, hold off. Because I think we have to cut some grass today to keep our silage operation going. Is our grass... Yeah, our grass is ready to harvest. Alright, let's do that first. And then we'll see where we're at. So we're going to need this tractor. And I'm going to have to find our mower, which is right here. Let's take this guy back to the meadow. What speed? Okay, we're on 1 speed. Is this field ready to cut? Yes, this field is ready to cut. So let's get this guy unfolded. Alright, now let's grab a second tractor, which is sitting back here. And it has... Alright, let's leave our attachment back here. And let's grab our loading wagon. Well, while we're back here, let's just take a quick peek at this. We have... we're good. We got coal, we got ore, we have some logs. Let's get our grass taken care of first. And then I think we bought... Yeah, we bought the sand mine, so we're going to have to get the sand mine up and running. We bought the orchards and greenhouses, so we're going to need to get those up and running. And then we bought the stone mine, and then our next goal is to get the gravel mine. So that's why we need the silage, because right now that's our only income. Well, that's the majority of our income. So let's go grab our loading wagon, and eventually I want to get a big bud tractor for plowing and for seeding. Actually, we may buy that now and then take that cultivating contract. I should have a loading wagon over here somewhere. Oh, right there. Alright. Let's take this guy back. And then I can never remember the key bindings for follow me. So we'll get that figured out here in a minute. Alright, so let's get you at least unfolded. Let's take a quick side detour. So if we go into large tractors, I wanted to buy a big bud anyway. I want the smaller one of the two. We're going to go with wheel weights. We're going to go with the, no tracks. I'm going to leave the design like it is. Let's go with the bigger engine. We have a front hitch, which I don't think we're going to need. We have a front 3-point hitch. Let's just go standard. So what's it going to cost us? $111,000. We need it anyway, so let's just go ahead and get that. And I'm sure it's going to be at the vehicle shop. It is. So let's jump over there. Let's go back and look at that cultivating contract. Let's take that cultivating contract. I know it's not much, but it'll pay a little bit towards the tractor we just bought. So let's grab that. And let's go, I don't know if this will hook up to the cultivator. It should. And now I got to figure out which one's the plow and which one's the cultivator. Old man, how are you doing? Kilroy, just started with this map. Are there things I must know? Come on, if I tell you everything you must know, that takes the fun out of playing a new map. Now, everybody has their own play style, so it just depends on what your play style is. See, I like production, so my main goal at the beginning is to get some of the production up and running early. Let me get this guy started and I'll show you how I started this map. Let me just figure out which one's the cultivator and which one's the plow. I want to say that this one may be the cultivator. You don't tell me anything. You tell me you're the flexi coil. Now, do you tell me you're the cultivator? If not, we're in deep trouble because I don't know which one's which. You are also the flexi coil. Crap. Do I have two plows? I have no idea which one's the cultivator, which one's the plow. We have this guy with a plow. I think this one's the plow, and then this guy is the cultivator. This one has 3 hours on it. This one has 0 hours on it. So that our plow has 0 hours on it. Our cultivator has 3 hours on it. So I'm assuming this one's going to be our cultivator. I wish I could color coordinate these. This one is red. Okay, I think this one is our cultivator. I thought I painted the cultivator. Let's head over to field 5. Let's get this guy started. And then I'll show you what I did to start the map. Now we're just going to set this guy off on a worker. And if I wash this thing, I think it's actually red. Yes, and that's, I knew I did a color change so I could tell what the difference was between the plow and the cultivator. Alright, so if we set this guy off on a worker, helper H stopped, field not owned. Is this, oh, come on. Did I not take that contract? I swear I took that contract. What the heck happened to that contract? It, like, completely disappeared. Alright, now I'm losing my mind. The contract we just took disappeared. I have no open contracts. Alright, let's take cultivating in field 8 then instead. Alright, let's fold you back up. I swore that I took a contract over here to cultivate this field. Cultivate 8, accept the contract. There we go. Maybe it disappeared just as I took it. Farm Chick 63. Thanks, man. I did see a video of Nick and Dixie showing the map, but there is so much. If you go to my YouTube channel, which is Old Man 102, doesn't have the second 2, so Old Man 102, go to Riccis Prairie Season 3, Episode 1, and then you can see exactly how I started this map. So I'm uploading all of my live streams to YouTube, so you can see the first couple episodes on exactly how I started the map. But I'll just give you a really quick overview here in a second. Alright, so yeah, it accepted this contract. I don't know why it didn't accept the other contract. Alright, but anyway, let's jump over here a minute. And let's go to our farmlands. So, you start with the olive orchard here. I sold it. And I bought the vineyard instead. So I sold that, I bought the vineyard, I bought this piece of property here that has the composter and grass dryer on it. I bought this piece of property here that has a little bit of stone. It has your stone processing plant and it has your gold wash plants. So I got those up and running as quickly as I could. I cut this field back here, I cut this grass meadow back here every single day and I dump it into the grass dryer. And I'm selling as much silage as I can. And then I bought up north, I bought the mill, and I got the mill up and running. And that was all the cash I had until I started selling silage. And then after I started selling silage, I bought the coal mine and the ore mine to keep the mill running. And as long as you keep your stone processing plant going, you can sell off, you know, clean fill and stone and gold and all that stuff. So that was my approach to how I started this map. And more details if you go to my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's turn you on and lower you. And I think it's right shift and F. No, I always get that wrong. Is it right control and F? It's right control and F. Alright, now let's jump into here. And we'll do the same thing. Let's zoom out a bit. So lower, turn you on. And unfortunately, I know this is boring as heck watching, but I've got to get this cut. We've got to keep our silage operation going, because it is our major income right now. Thanks, I'll try that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different approaches to this map. That was just my approach to starting this map. Everybody has their own play style. So my main focus is getting one of each of the mines. So we own coal, ore, sand, and stone. We still need silt, clay, salt, and gravel. So my main focus is getting at least one of each of the mines. I only own one field plus the vineyard. So that's just my approach to the map. Because once you get all the mining going, then you can get the factories running. And once you get mining going, then everything else just falls into place. Then you have a good source of income. Will the map work with auto drive and course play? I don't use either one of them, but I was told auto drive works. I was told course play is iffy on any of my maps. I'm about ready to go yell at the dog or throw his ass outside. He won't stop licking his ass today. And it's not my dog. I'm dog sitting. We're going to do one more headland, and then we're going to do the whole up and down thing. So yeah, at the end of last time I played, we bought the sand mines. We're going to have to get some sand scooped up. And we're going to have to get, I want to get some of the orchards and greenhouses up and running as well. Bad touch. Wow, I just came in and already there's a licking or liking. Let me try and trying to drive and read. Bad touch. Good morning. Anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, we're cutting grass again, but it has to be done. We're also going to try and do a little bit more fishing today. But arable work always gets done first thing in the morning. Yeah, I'm taking a break from the editor this weekend, so we will not be working on the new map at all this weekend. My brain needs a break from the editor and from terrain editing and mountains. And I still need to figure out if I'm going to put a train in that map or not. But I hope everyone's doing well on this holiday weekend. I don't have to leave the house. I did all my errands yesterday. Alright, now we have room to turn around on both ends of the field. So now we can start the whole up and down thing. Try and knock this out. So I may get up at one point and close my door because I'm not going to listen to the freaking dog all day. Would it be considered animal cruelty if I sprayed his ass with like Tabasco sauce? So, now? I'm sure some of y'all are playing this map, and we're starting to build some placeable factories specifically designed for this map. What are your thoughts on a small placeable slaughterhouse for this map? He'd probably still look at dogs that will eat anything. Hillbilly is raiding with a party of 7, and I'm driving off my line. Thank you very much there, Hillbilly. Much appreciated. Thank you for stopping in. Straight Jacket Queen, hello. Love Broken, hello. Love Broken, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. What else we have? Straight Jacket Queen, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not going to get a straight line while I'm trying to keep an eye on chat here, y'all. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on a placeable slaughterhouse built specifically for this map. Because then we can do a couple more future factories using the meats from the slaughterhouse. Something unique to this map. I have a few ideas in mind. That map looks familiar. Were you playing on it this morning? I had a whole bunch of stuff going on this morning. I was trying to get a video recorded for YouTube, edited and rendered. Had some real life stuff going on this morning, so I had some online paperwork I needed to fill out. A slaughterhouse would come in handy. But yeah, really appreciate the raid. Now, the challenge with a slaughterhouse is it takes up a ton of space. So it's hard to build a small placeable slaughterhouse. So that will definitely be a challenge. Oh, you were on Papa's new map? Yeah, I got it. I had it. I have a copy of that map pre-release before all like the farmlands and everything were painted in. So I did get a peek at that map while he was working on it. I haven't had a chance. I haven't downloaded the release version. But yeah, taking a break from the editor this weekend. I want to do a little bit of. I'm going to play on here till lunchtime, and then after lunch, I want to jump on back on Foundry. We'll do Foundry for a little bit, and then if my back is not killing me, where I can still sit in the desk chair, I want to get back into playing Eco. So we may do a little bit of Eco, and I'm a complete noob at Eco for the most part. But tonight, maybe after dinner, I'll do a little bit of Eco. Dixie gave me the release version. Yeah, I know she was doing a lot of testing on it. Bad back, like, oh yeah, my back is terrible. Just carrying a gallon of milk from the car into the house hurts. Like standing at the counter doing anything, like standing at the counter doing dishes, at the sink doing dishes, or standing at the counter, cutting up vegetables and cooking dinner. That kills me the most. I'm bedridden. Sorry to hear that. I can't do that anymore, but I try. Yeah, I'm working on a. Unfortunately, I am working on a disability claim. I do have an MRI scheduled this week, and then a couple more tests scheduled this week. I'm going to let this other tractor catch up a little bit. I don't want to get too far ahead of them. I'm waiting for surgery since before COVID. Yeah, COVID messed up my disability case. I had my hearing set, and I had my court-ordered medical review appointment, whatever it's called, set. And then, like 2 weeks before my doctor's appointment and my court date, COVID really hit, and then they shut the courts down, and then the doctor's office closed. So, and then that was put on hold for like a year, and now the courts are all backed up. And my attorney goes, well, since it's been a year, we need all new medical tests and new MRIs. So unfortunately, it's, you know, I got to drive down to Tulsa, so that's 45-minute drive. So it's gas money, it's turnpike money, it's copay money. So I'm bleeding money waiting for this stupid disability case. Yeah, I know, you just finished field 8. You're going to wait until we get our grass mowed. And then I'll complete that contract out. And as soon as I get to a stopping point, I'm going to close my door because I'm not going to sit here and listen to the freaking dog. Alright, hold on, y'all. I'll go yell at him a minute. Alright, so did this guy like run into the back of my tractor? Rear-ended, yeah, I probably was rear-ended there. I don't use follow me often enough to figure out how to set the follow distances and the offsets and all that. I'd probably have to watch a YouTube video on follow me. I'm lucky I can get it turned on and turned off. Made me chuckle. Yeah, I get rear-ended by my helper all the time. We're almost done with this meadow. Then we'll get some real stuff done. To be fair, the mower attachers were edging him on, I'm sure. Or egging him on, yeah, definitely. Trying to keep the bedroom door open because it gets hot in here with the computer running. And with nobody home, it's fairly quiet. Roxanne didn't turn on the red lights on the radio. So now you're going to get a song stuck in my head, and I'll be singing it to myself as we're playing. But yeah, this morning I got on my YouTube channel. I published Automation Empire episode 1, and then this morning I recorded, edited, and rendered episode 2. So tonight I just have to get that uploaded to YouTube. Exclamation point. The only exclamation point commands I have set up right now are exclamation point Facebook, get you to our Facebook group, and that's where I post pretty much daily pictures of anything I'm working on. A lot of updates, all the factories are released there. And then exclamation point maps, MAPS, will get you to the Trello board where all the maps and mod links are. But I still don't have my command in yet for the YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is Oldman102 without the second 2. Oldman102 was taken for Twitch, so I had to throw a second 2 on there. Yeah, I don't have the command set up yet for the YouTube channel. So it's Oldman102 without the second 2. Try and get this all in one last pass. Coming back, we got a little bit more grass to cut and we'll be done with this chore for today. Every bit of this is going back in for silage. And if we miss a little strip of grass coming back, I'm not going to be too concerned. But yeah, I really want to get back to playing Foundry, so we'll definitely do some Foundry after lunch. I'm really enjoying that game. Alright, so let's get this guy folded up. I'm going to have my helper, after he hits me, I'm going to have him follow me. His wings have no collisions on them. Yeah, I knew you were going to hit me. His wings have no collisions on them, so I'm just going to have him follow me over to where our composter is. Cool, you found it? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I got to remember, I got to make a note for myself, or I'll, by the time I'm done streaming, I never remember to go into Nightbot and put the command in. Alright, let's get this cut, because this is, again, more income. I don't like to leave any bits of grass laying around. Did we lose our helper? No, he's going to come up and whack me in the butt again. Let's go this way. Yep, so this is green gold early game. Now we own field 3, and there's a good bit of grass around field 3, so we're gonna go cut that real quick as well. And then we're gonna work on the new sand mine that we just bought. And we're gonna get not all of the greenhouses and orchards up and running, but we're gonna get part of the greenhouses and orchards up and running. And this guy's going to lose me, so I'm going to let him catch up a little bit. Come on. I don't want to get too far ahead of you because I'll end up losing you. He was doing it to make me laugh, actually. Chill Will's in the house. Who else did I... Oh, crap. Alright, I was reading chat, now I completely messed my helper up. My helper's going to run into the fence. I was trying to look at chat and not paying attention to what I was doing. Now, are you going to fix yourself? Nope. You're not going to fix yourself. Alright, let's jump out of here a minute. Let me go fix my mistake. We got 4 million liters of grass. Now, am I going to have to turn you back on? Yeah, I'm going to have to turn you back on. Let's see, I don't need to lift it, I just need to turn you back on. Yep, alright, so right control. Is it not right control and F? Or is it right shift and F? No. Why are you not going to let? You're not blocked by an object. Well, okay, so why are you not going to let me hire you now? Or did I hire you? Nope, I did not hire you. I messed my helper up. Now he's not going to follow me. Alright, so let's do this. Let's disconnect you. Let's connect you back up. Let's turn you back on. There we go. Now you're not blocked anymore. Yeah, I was trying to re-chat and I completely ran into that fence. Don't text and drive. I know, exactly. The problem is I don't have a second monitor, so I have to watch chat on my phone, which is sitting next to me. Alright, so we are going to turn you off. I'm going to let our helper catch up. Mistakes will be made, exactly. You're going to see lots of mistakes with me playing. Alright, now our helper, his wings have no collision, so we're just going to drive over to Field 3, which we own. It's the only field we own besides the vineyard. And we're going to mow the grass over there real quick. And then we're going to see how much money we need to buy the gravel mine. And we'll see if there's anything else we can sell off to earn some cash for the gravel mine. Alright, so are you field 2 or are you field 3? You are field 3. Yeah, I get lost on my own map. Alright, so let's get you unfolded. Come on. There we go. I get hit in the rear end again. Alright, last bit of grass to cut. Now, once we own a field for clover, we will not need to do this every day. But there's too much grass here to let it sit. We got to go take care of our cultivator yet in field 8. And we'll see if we can take another contract. Have something earning us money while we're messing around. I see you. You're going to come up and hit me again. I'm going as fast as I can. Yeah, this is our only field. We have wheat growing in it. The wheat is going to go straight back to the refinery to make us diesel. And the straw is going straight into the composter to make us compost. I'm sorry it's funny for me because of my friend. No, it's all good. I do all kind of crazy stuff. I get lost on my own map. I end up putting vehicles in the river. I end up putting my logging truck on its side most of the time. On the Ritchieville map, when I was recording an episode for YouTube, I put my fertilizer spreader on its side. I ran it up a telephone pole and it flipped it on its side. And I couldn't even use strong arm to pick it up. I actually had to reset it, and I lost my entire load of fertilizer. It was in a position where I couldn't even ram it with another vehicle to try and get it to stand up. Your friend would park all your vehicles in the river. Yeah, we used to mess around when Papa, Smurf, myself, Dixie, and two other players were on a server testing the Islands map. Before the Islands map was released, we would do all kind of crazy stuff like that. I'd come in the game and Papa Smurf would have all of my equipment sitting up on top of my garage. And then he would take all of Dixie's equipment and paint it all pink. And then put it back where she had it. So she came into play. All of her vehicles were pink. It was pretty crazy. Alright, one more round, and then we're done with this chore for the day. But you can get, I think it's almost, it's like 750,000 liters just from mowing around this field. But yeah, I'm personally I'm not, it's good for testing, but I'm not a fan of multiplayer. And that's not just Farm Sim, that's any game. Okay, that's why I see that in the community. Yep, exactly. Alright, we're almost done. Almost done with this painful chore. And even if I'm playing off camera, I'll cut the grass. I'll cut every single bit of grass I can on anything I own. One person has a trying to again watch where I'm driving. One person has a redeemed for Rex. Yeah. Did I lose my helper? Nope, did not lose my helper. Alright. But I'm also driving Off the grass. Alright, no more texting and driving. I'm trying to get in a better habit of checking chat more often, because I have a really bad habit of ignoring chat. Alright, last little bit. Alright, let's get you folded up. We'll get hit in the rear one more time. There we go. I knew it was coming. Let's head back to the farm. Now I know why pink cars are always picked. Yeah, it's Dixie's favorite color. So if you're ever playing with Dixie on a server, make sure that you, when she's not on, paint every one of her vehicles pink. Alright, now we can get some real work done. I'm going to put him here so we can wash him and put him away. Oop, my combine's in the way. Alright, we'll park you there for a minute. Let's jump into this guy after I get slammed in the back again. Unless he got lost. Oh, he's here. Is it, I think, H to unhire? Yeah, H to unhire. Alright, we have, look at that, almost 6 million liters of grass. So definitely well worth it early game to get yourself some cash. So let's dump this off. I don't know if it's going to take all this, but we'll find out. Now if I jump out of this vehicle, it's going to stop unloading, so we're just going to sit here a minute. So now I can actually look at chat. Alright, while we're waiting for this to unload, our next goal is a gravel mine. So how much is the gravel mine? So our next goal is 1.6 million. Because we just bought the sand mine. If we buy the gravel mine, we can make cement. I think Mammoth Mill makes cement. And we can sell that as extra income. Yeah, we can make concrete. All we need is the sand and the gravel. We're making limestone. So we just need the other products. Alright, let's do a really quick cleanup. And then we're going to go take care of our contract. We're going to finish that contract in Field 8. Let me just get this guy out of my way. I got to spend a day just cleaning up my yard and getting all my vehicles put away. Let's put you over here. Let's flip you around this way. park you here a minute. Let's grab this guy. Let's bring him over. Alright, let's do a quick clean. And it's not going to be perfect. I just want to get some of the dirt off. Alright, close enough. Let's grab you. Let's get you put away first. No, do not dump on your side. Let's get the mower backed in here. Alright, and then let's get this guy out of the way. We're going to need one of these two tractors anyway. So let's get this guy put away. He can sit there. Let's go grab our... He missed a strip in field 8, but I think it finished out that contract anyway. Let's jump in here. And I believe we can finish out this contract. Yeah, we can complete that out. Alright, now what else do we have? I don't want to take any fertilizer or sowing because we're not making any seeds or fertilizer yet. We can take this big contract for corn in field 6. We may take that contract. While we're off doing some other stuff. But let's get this guy back to the farm. And we may take that big corn contract in 6 and just set a worker off. I know, I'm just driving completely over the field we just cultivated. We could check on our grapes to see if they're ready to harvest yet as well. Don't wrap around the pole. I definitely want to try and get a little bit more fishing done today as well. Alright, I'm going to park him so we can get him washed. Alright, you sit here a minute. We'll come back and get to you. Let's grab this harvesting contract on 6. Let's drop our grain header. Oh, not the corn header. I said drop the grain header. And let's head back to 6, which I think is straight back from where we are. It is. You could be making money. Because we just spent $111,000 this morning to buy the big bud, so we need to get that money back. Where's the opening to this field? Or did I already pass it? No, right here. Alright, let's get you... I might as well start on this end. Work our way back. Oh, I don't want to fold you up. I want to unfold the header. There we go. And I know this is going to take a while, but we're just going to let him do his thing. Or her do her thing. Alright, go. Have fun with the corn. Alright, now, our vineyard is not ready to harvest. Field 3 is not ready for fertilizer, so those 2 jobs we cannot do. Let's jump over here to the vineyard real quick. Because here are my thoughts. We're making red wine, we're making white wine. Chocolate liqueur is disabled because we have no cocoa. Melon wine is disabled because we have no melons. We just bought the orchards and the greenhouses. So I want to get the cocoa orchard up and running, and I want to get the melon greenhouse up and running. So let's head back to the house. Let's grab the tanker. Yeah, let's grab the tanker. Let's go fill up just those 2 for now, because I don't know how much compost we have. Let's take a peek and see how much compost we have on the way through. We have, looks like 2 million liters. So I'm going to see how far that goes. So right now I'm only going to get 2 of them up and running. Oh, I could have filled my tipper and used follow me. I'm so not used to using follow me. Alright, let's get some water in here. Let's fill you up. While you're filling, which one are you? You're strawberries. You are raspberries. Alright, you're my melon. So we need the 3rd one back on that side. And there, where are my cocoa trees? You're coconut. I need cocoa. Alright, so it's the last one on this side. And then what do we need to get the apiary up and running? Correct, clover. So we have to plant clover. So when we harvest our wheat, we're going to throw a clover crop in. Alright, so third one back on this side. Eventually we'll get all these running, but I don't want to use all of my compost yet. Alright, so let's throw a load of water in this one. And it's probably going to take 2 loads of water, but we'll just throw 1 in for now. Oh no, full load of tank, 1 tank. Alright, perfect. Let's grab 1 more tank of water. Chocolate or coconuts? We have both. I believe it's chocolate liqueur. We need cocoa, I believe. Where's the vineyard? Where's the winery? Chocolate liqueur, yeah, we need cocoa. Coconut's going to be used for something else. I forget what I'm going to use coconut for. One of the future factories. We're going to put coconut on one of the, and I think in the bakery. Alright, let's get the at least the coconut up and running. Or, I'm sorry, not the coconut, the cocoa up and running. Which should be this last one. Yeah, that one's the coconut. This one's the cocoa. Yeah, this one is the cocoa. So let's get you. I'm gonna have to back you in a little bit. There we go. Let's get the water in. And then how much compost do you take? 500,000 liters. Perfect. So let's grab 1,000,000 liters of compost. You're confused because you saw both. Yeah, we're going to use the coconut in the bakery. We're actually going to use all of the orchard and greenhouse products in some future factories. We have the crap. I got to remember today to send the pierogi factory to the Patreons, and then next weekend, I'll release the pierogi factory for this map. I just have to remember. I completely forgot to send it to the Patreons yesterday. My Patreon members get everything a week early. Let's get this guy parked back where he was. Eventually I'll use these barns, but I'm not a fan of garages with doors. I'd rather open sheds, so I'm probably going to end up selling some of these off. Alright, let's go grab 1,000,000 liters of compost. Let's get you in here. Alright, give me 1,000,000 liters if you have it. Never touch trees because I'm in the Canadian prairies with no trees, and I was looking for that feeling after I couldn't work no more. Unfortunately, got to cut some trees down to keep the mill running. But we're going to replant trees once we clear half the forest. So that'll be a project. That'll be a really cool project for an episode because I rarely do forestry and I rarely replant trees. If my body wasn't so bad with the cold, because my body can no longer handle the cold weather and cold temperatures, I would love to do like the off the grid Alaska thing. Alright, let's get this guy up and running. You could put either manure or compost in here. We don't have any animals yet, so we have no manure. And then let's throw the rest of this back here. Now, you should have gone active. It is. Alright, so we're making melons, we're making some cocoa. So we'll give that a couple in-game hours, and then we'll take whatever it makes back to the winery. Not going to get any other ones up and running yet until we need the product, or until we have excess compost. So let's get this guy back to the yard. Actually, no. If we have 2,000,000 liters of silage, we're going to sell it off. And then we're going to buy the gravel mine. And then we're going to grab some sand, we're going to grab some gravel, we're going to take it back to the mill. And it'll start making us concrete that we can sell and earn some more cash. So, do you have... Yeah, you should have. We're going to grab every bit of silage. Yeah, we have 2,000,000 liters. So we're going to sell it off. And that should give us enough money to buy the gravel mine. And then we'll see how much cash we have left. So I'm thinking of looking at either the goats or the sheep. So if we went for sheep, only 34,000. Goats, 79,000. We're going to look at goats or sheep. let's fill this back compartment up. And then let's look long term. Alright, so we know we want, I know I want gravel next, which is 1.6 million. We're going to need silt to make our own fertilizer, so that's going to be another million. I'm not too concerned with salt yet, and I'm not too concerned with clay. So what I may focus on after I get the gravel mine and the silt mine, we're going to look at either fields 2 or 4. 4 is too expensive, so we'll look at either field 2 or field 1 as our next goal after the mines. Let's head over to the barn. No, I turned traffic off, but the next update to this map, I'm going to speed the traffic up so it's not as slow. But before we sell this off, I'm going to take a quick peek here. I know we have a bunch of earthworms, so I know we can do some more fishing. Yeah, you're out of fish. You're going to need some ice, and you're going to need some fish. So we could take care of that today as well. So let's jump in here. Let's get this sold. We'll see how much money we're going to get. After a drought, we planted windbreaker rows, but both owners of the fields had to agree to have them. That's a good idea. I love it when the farmers cooperate with each other. Alright, we're close. Okay, 588,000. Let's switch to the other compartment on here. Let's get that sold off. So yeah, early game, if you don't know where to start on this map, silage is your money maker. Cut as much grass as you can. Alright, yeah, let's get out of here so we can see what we're doing. Let's just get out of here real quick. We're going to buy the gravel mine. So where does that leave us? 338. Okay, I'm not going to spend the rest of our cash. But now we can get concrete up and running, and that's going to be another source of income. Let's get some sand picked up. Let's get some gravel picked up. And then we'll run that back to the mill. And then we're going to do a little bit of fishing. Unless our vineyard is ready. It's not. As soon as our vineyard goes yellow, we're going to harvest that. We're going to harvest our grapes. Alright, so let's get this guy parked. Put the brakes on. We need to grab a tractor. So let's grab you. We're going to need our tipper. Let's grab our tipper. Oh, come on. Oh, it was way off. Let's grab our tipper. Let's grab our milling machine, which is sitting over here. And let's head over to the gravel mine first. And once we get over to the gravel mine, I'm going to check on our hired help. I know a farmer who owns 25,000 acres. That's awesome. What is he? What does he farm? And I just had a robocall on my phone. If you heard it ringing in the background. You know what, y'all? We may do just a little bit of fishing first, so we can get fish, so we can keep fish processing running. I'm going to take this guy back to the gravel mine. We're going to jump in a fishing boat. We're going to do a little bit of fishing first, and then we'll get our concrete running. Now the first pile here, when you first enter this, is stone. Now what do we need for our gold masters? We need, it has diesel, so we're going to have to scoop up some stone to keep these running. And what do you need? You are good for now. So we need a little bit of stone for the gold wash plants, because they're making us, you dump stone in, or if you dump stone in and water in and keep it full of diesel, you get some clean fill. The clean fill you need to grow your earthworms. You're going to get some gold. You're going to get a little bit of stone back that you could dump back in to be rewashed. So we're going to top that off with stone. But let's just drive this down to the gravel pit for now, which is the other end of the mine. Oh, if I don't put it on its side. So yeah, there's a ton of product in here to scoop. But it's not worth much in its raw form. So if you take it and turn it into something, you're going to at least double your money. If you pick up the raw material, you're not going to get much money for it. We don't own the upper section, we own this lower section down here. I'm going to clear off all these triggers here, because you can't fire this up until you clear out all of these triggers. It's going to tell you all your triggers are full. Oh, we just bought it and it didn't reset itself yet, but all these triggers are full, and you can't put any diesel in the tank until you clear them out. But we are going to do a little bit of fishing first. We are full of earthworms, so let's run these out. I want to keep the fish processing going. So we'll probably do 2 or 3 quick rounds of fishing. Drop our load off here. Now, it only holds 4,000 liters. I did that on purpose because fishing is real time. As soon as we fill all the buoys up with earthworms, we can jump right back in the boat and come up out and pick up our fish. So we'll drop them off here. Head down here. He rotates depending on crop and demand. Wheat, barley, canola, flax, sunflower. Oh, so he mixes it up, does a variety. That's nice. Yeah, when I was a kid, we hunted. My aunt and uncle owned a hunting cabin right next to a dairy farmer. And when we went out to the hunting cabin, at night, or when there was, you couldn't, once hunting hours ended, the farmer was super, super nice. So he actually let us hang around the dairy. He had a dairy farm. So he would actually let us, hang out with him. And, he was teaching us how to, milk the cows and feed the cows. So it was really cool. As a teenager, just, 13, 14, hunting for the first time and then hanging out at a dairy farm was actually pretty cool. And then I wasn't there often enough, but my cousin, he was actually teaching my cousin how to drive the tractor and work all the farm equipment. Let's find the sweet spot. Right there. Start filling. Let's top you off with earthworms. Let's jump in our other boat. And let's go back out and pick up our fish. And if you don't get to start filling from your HUD, just drive around the buoy until you find it. Shark! Yep. There was one in here floating around somewhere. Well, I guess technically swimming around. Grab our fish. Not run the jet skier over. And I think oh no, there we go. Start filling. I had it. There it is. I was just maybe I thought I was on the wrong side of the buoy. Let's go over this way. Let's grab the last load. And we'll do one more round, and that'll keep fish processing going. And it's going to need some ice, so we'll have to throw some ice in there as well. I'm going to add, the next update, I'm going to add, I think, 2 more fishing spots in. And it will work with an existing save. Alright, so let's get this unloaded. Alright, let's grab our earthworms. We're going to do 1 more round. I don't drive right through it. And I may up these to 5,000 liters. And that'll empty your boat out. If I add 1 more buoy and up it to 5,000 liters, that'll empty out your boat, all 30,000 liters. So we may do that on the next update. Now let's see if I can get a blinking light in these buoys for night. Have I ever seen power generating buoys? I have not. The wave makes power. That's cool. Yeah, I've not seen that. Yeah, we're definitely going to make a. We're going to update this a little bit next update. Yeah, definitely 1 more buoy and 1 more 1,000 liters per buoy, and we'll empty the boat. I'll come back over here. We'll top off our worms, and we'll see how much is left in storage. Right. No, I don't want to unload, I want to load. I think it's back a little bit further. Right there. I had it. Start filling. Yes, we still have 86,000. Well, probably 66,000 liters of worms. Let's grab these last bit, and that'll keep should keep the fish processing plant going for a little while. And then we'll have to see if it has enough ice to get through. If not, we're going to have to pick up a load of ice. And this is the real-time fishing. If we get to finish the new 16x map for 19, this is the same kind of fishing. Oh, don't drive through my boat, man. This is the same fishing will be in the new 16x map, but a lot more, a bigger scale. We'll probably have 15, 20 buoys. It'll definitely be multiplayer friendly. Have I looked into FS22 any? The jury is still out, and I'll leave it at that. You don't want to get me ranting and raving about 22. Right now I'm leaning towards not even buying it. But the jury is still out. Alright, let's get this in here. Grab our Control G menu. So fish processing, let's take a quick peek at that. Alright, fish processing. We have, so that's going to fire that up. We have 38,000 liters of fish in there. We have enough diesel. We have plenty of ice cubes. We got 82,000 liters in there. So this is going to keep running for a little bit. So let's come over here and let's grab some of our gravel. And I want to clear off all of these triggers. Kiwi Bob, hey old man 102, how are you and how's the family, and I hope you're keeping safe. Yeah, I am actually back in Oklahoma working on pretty much pushing my disability case as hard as I can. So I have MRI scheduled this week, and then 2 weeks after that I have another test scheduled. And then the first week of October, I have a couple more doctor's appointments. That's my main focus right now, because that'll get me out of my sister's house and into my own small apartment where I can live on my schedule and not the family's schedule, not my sister's schedule. Once I'm on my own schedule, then I will definitely have more time for Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, so I'm going to just grab like 1,000,000 liters so we won't have to mess with this for a little while. This is another one of those just time-consuming chores. What's your opinion on 22 of what you've seen? You don't want to get me ranting and raving today. I am not impressed with 22 at all. To the point where I may not even buy 22. But what I've heard and what I've seen through the grapevine, I know there's a new texture program. Well, Giants 22 is on a new engine. And Seasons is built into the map, even though as a player you can turn it off. But as a map author, every single building you have built into the map, so every house, every barn, every shed, every outhouse, every factory has to have a snow layer built onto the top of it. There's a new texture program. So converting anything from 19 to 22 every single texture has to be run through Giant's new texture program. Or if anything you convert from 19 to 22 is going to throw errors until you convert every single texture over to the new format. And then let's say I have a house that has a grill and a patio set and a swing set. Every one of those decorations has to have a script in it where it disappears off the map in the fall and reappears onto the map in the spring. So that's going to be another modder's nightmare. With seasons built into the map, all of the foliage has different textures for each season. So converting maps from multi-fruit maps from 19 to 22 is going to be a nightmare for modders, because take a 19 map, you're going to have to wipe all the foliage off the map. You're going to have to wipe all of the trees off the map. Every multi-fruit has to get converted over to Giant's new format. Every single texture in the map has to get converted over to Giant's new format. Every building has to have a snow layer. And then you're going to have to try and figure out how to convert all the multi-fruits over to the new program. So you're not going to see any maps converted from 19 to 22 for at least a year. So it's going to be, I've already talked to a couple of map authors, and they're not even going to attempt to convert anything over from 19 to 22. You're going to see a lot of new maps for 22. You're going to see very few converts from 19 to 22. That's why I understand why people are staying on 19 so much. Yeah, I am absolutely leaning towards staying with 19. I know for a fact, because I had a slight conversation with Oxygen David, and he's not even going to attempt to convert at this point without us seeing the engine and without us seeing the new game. But at this point, he's leaning towards not converting anything over from 19 to 22. And I know there's two other map authors that I also touched base with that have no plans on converting anything from 19 to 22. Now, I feel sorry for Dave Dodgenet, because it's going to be, if he wants to convert anything over from 19 to 22, it's going to be a nightmare. And it's going to be at least a 1-year project. Alright, let's call this on the gravel. We have 1,000,000 liters. Let's run this back to the mill. And we'll go grab 1,000,000 liters of sand. That name sounds familiar. I think we played MP with one or two of his maps back in 15. Yeah, Oxygen David's like Sandy Bay, and I forget what his other maps are. Yeah, and $50. Yeah, I really don't have $50 right now to spend on, Farm Sim 22. And then they're already talking about paid DLCs. So you're probably looking at like at least $80 or $90 when the game comes out. So good luck, Giants, on 22. At this point, I'm leaning towards no, but I'm just going to leave it at the jury is still out. Alright, let's run this back to the mill. And we'll figure out what part of the sand. I think we bought the entire sand mine. And we're going to have to come back and pick up some stone to keep our gold wash plants running. And then I think we could just do more fishing, because we're not going to have too much more to do. Let's take a quick peek at our hired help on 6. Yeah, that's he's going to take all day for him to harvest that field. Dodgenet seems to be gung-ho about it. Yeah, I haven't watched any of his streams lately. I need a sand blower. So yeah, right now I'm not too thrilled about 22, but that's just my personal opinion. Without seeing the new engine, without seeing the new game, and without seeing how hard or how easy it is going to be to convert anything. But Giants isn't giving out much information either. All right. I forgot. We're gonna drive right by field 6 so we can see how our helper's doing. Um, 121 for the seasons past, including the base game. Yeah, at this point, just money-wise, I'm not leaning towards buying it. One, I forget who it was, and don't hold me to, but I was on YouTube this morning, and there was a really well-known, like 1 million subscriber YouTuber that put a poll out a day, or I don't know if it was today or yesterday or some point this week, put out a poll asking, of what you've seen so far in 22, what's your opinion? Are you going to buy 22? Are you going to stick with 19? Or have you not made a decision yet? And when I looked this morning, 35% of the poll was not buying 22, going to stick with 19. Alright, so you took everything you could, so there's a little bit left in here. Let's dump it in the silo. So let's dump this off. They'll get our tipper empty. Alright, now I own the entire sand mine, but I'm going to start down where the triggers are. I want to clean off the triggers first. And then eventually we're going to have to buy the clay pit. But let's get started over here by the triggers. And we'll do the same thing first. We'll clear all the triggers out. So I'm going to grab 1 million liters of sand. Because that's all the mill will take. And they don't put FS19 on sale enough. I think it was Epic Game Store last year was giving it out for free. But I hate Epic because they screwed me with Foundry. Or not Foundry, Satisfactory. So I completely refuse to buy anything from Epic ever again. They'll never get another penny of my money for as long as I live. Like, I own Satisfactory, but I can't even get into the account. That, yeah, Giant sees the money after developing for another cheap. Well, they fired their marketing company. They're doing their own marketing, so they're not even paying a marketing company. But look at the base maps for 19. They both suck. So I'm hoping they found a better map maker for 22. But yeah, my opinion of Giants is not very high. The modding community does much better than Giants does. But yeah, I'll download the new Giants engine once it's released. I may not buy the game. I may have somebody send me the base game, or at least the base map, so I can take a look at it. Because I don't know if I want to spend $50 on the game. Oh, Love Broken, I have to agree. It was because of the new consoles. Yeah, that's, pretty much that's what they're leaning towards, the console players. Support the modding community nearly as much as say fact. Yeah, exactly. That's because the modding community puts Giants to shame. Because if it wasn't for the modding community, this game would suck. And Giants doesn't appreciate that. So no, I am not a Giants partner. I will never be a Giants partner. I have no intentions on wanting to be a Giants partner. You have to say Factorio is the second and Farming Sim is third. Factorio has left to work when they, Farm Sim community. Playable but not replaying as much. I have to agree, yeah. I'm just getting back into Factorio. I'm really loving Foundry, which I bought into early access. It's not available on Steam yet. But I'm really enjoying Foundry. Last night I reinstalled Eco, and I want to get back into playing Eco. And on the 15th of September, Timberborn, another new game is coming out, and that one looks really... I've got that one on my radar. I've been following that game for about a year. So I'm really interested in Timberborn. I may buy it the day it comes out. And if I buy it the day it comes out, I'll be live streaming it. Uh-oh, somebody, Timberborn hype? Yeah, definitely Timberborn hype. I've been watching that development on that game for about a year. I wish I would have bought into its early access. Or its, GoFundMe or whatever they're calling it. Alright, so we got our 1,000,000 liters. That's all that's going to take. At some point we're going to have to come out and fill our silo. So let's dump this off in the mill. Then we'll see what other trouble we can get into. Yeah, Timberborn's coming out on the 15th. And there's another new game I've been following, and I absolutely just can't remember the name of it right now. That's also coming out on the 15th that I've had my eye on. Let's top off the sand. We're going to have a little bit left. We'll dump it in the silo. Planned release date 16th September. The game plans to unlock in about 10 days. Yeah. Timberborn, wow, was fun. Somebody made me laugh while playing the demo. Yeah. That game just looks amazing. Alright, we're going to have to cut some logs at some point. Alright, let's turn on... We should have everything we need now for concrete. Limestone. Crap, we gotta go get a load of limestone. Can we turn on... bottles? Yeah, so bottles when active. Alright, let's go grab some limestone. So let's dump this little bit of sand off back in the silo to empty our tipper. We may have to do a little bit of forestry just to get a load of logs or two in there. But I'll get you emptied. And let's go grab our limestone. Drive by our hired help, see how it's looking. Well, they may be about halfway down. No, not quite. Looks like we're going to have to clean up some bits on the end of each row. Now I'm going to have to go look on Steam because I absolutely can't remember the other game coming out this month that I have my eye on. I'm going to have to go look at my wish list. It's going to bother me until I wanted to cut through here and I couldn't slam the brakes on quick enough. It's going to bother me now until I go look at Steam. But yeah, I definitely plan on buying Timberborn on release day. I also have my eye on Sunhaven, which is Stardew Valley-ish. But it's early access. There's not a lot of content in the game, and they want $25. And it hasn't been on sale at all. So I have it on my wish list. I'm following the development, but I'm not in a big hurry to spend $25 on it. Foundry is cool. I can see that it needs a ton of polish, yeah. But the base concept is complete. I've been playing a shit ton of Foundry, and I've uploaded all my episodes to YouTube. So you can actually go see my Foundry gameplay on YouTube. I'm actually going to play that after lunch. We're definitely doing more Foundry after lunch today. I'm to the point now where we're going to finish everything that's in the game until the next update. Alright, we needed limestone. We have some nickel. We definitely have some gold. Gypsum I don't need quite yet. Let's grab the limestone. Yeah, there's a ton of new games coming out between now and between the fourth quarter of 21 and the first quarter of 22. There's probably 10 games I have my eye on my wish list. Alright, let's run this back. Now we're going to have to come over. We're going to have to pick up some stone to keep our gold wash plants running. And then I may sell off either more silage or we're going to come over here. We're going to grab the gold. And we may sell off the gold to see what else we want to buy. I'm really leaning towards another field. I'm leaning towards another field and then eventually a second combine so we can keep one on our own fields and we can keep one doing contracts. Alright, so this should activate our concrete. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, so I have lumber turned off because I'm saving logs. So our concrete went active. We're going to sell. That's going to be income. Barrels I have active because we're using them for at the winery. Crates we're going to use in other factories. Red bricks we can't do, and pavers we can't. Red brick we can't do until we have clay. Pavers, I'm going to keep pavers going. We're going to sell them. Drywall we're going to sell. And then we're making our bronze statues, and we're making our, we're going to sell those. Plywood I have active because there's another factory that needs it. I forget which factory needs it. We're going to use steel in another factory. We're going to use bottles, and we're going to use boxes in another factory. But right now lumber is not being used in another factory, so I don't want to use all my logs. Which we have enough in here to keep the factory going. So I'm not going to do any forestry yet. Let's get this guy. Oh, we got to go back. We need some stone. Let's go back to the stone mine. And let's keep our wash plants running. How did I plant your vines? Tiny planter or huge planter? I put them all in the editor. So when I built this map, all of the plants were already in the map on release. But you can use the the tree planter does all of the new crops. So just like you're planting trees or just like you're planting poplar, you can use the tree planter. If that's what you were asking, or if I may have misunderstood your question. I'm buffering on my phone. When I'm buffering on my phone, it usually means I'm going to lose my stream. So if I get disconnected, y'all, I apologize, but my computer drops itself off of the Wi-Fi quite often. So if I go poof and I disappear, it's because my computer disconnected itself from the Wi-Fi. And it's not the Wi-Fi, it's not the router. We don't know why, but my computer at least twice a day disconnects itself from the Wi-Fi, and we haven't figured out why. Alright, let's clear some of this out. Happens to me because the public, because of public mixed signals. Well, I'm at my sister's house, so it's secure. So the only people on the Wi-Fi are whoever's home, and there's nobody home. I'm here with the dog and the cat. But for some reason, at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, my computer will just disconnect itself from the Wi-Fi, and we don't know why. I can't be hardwired because I'm on the first floor, the front of the house. The router is on the second floor, back of the house. But once I get my own place, I'll be hardwired. There's also with tower near me. Is it just this PC? It is. My phone doesn't disconnect from the Wi-Fi, but this PC disconnects itself from the Wi-Fi. And it could be because I just have a bad, whatever the Wi-Fi card is. I don't know the exact name of it. I'm not computer literate. But whatever the thing is that sticks out of the back of my computer that has the 2 antennas on it, I may need to upgrade it. or buy a better one, or buy a new one. Yeah, y'all have to excuse me. I'm definitely not computer literate. My son does all my computer work. My phone kept doing it until the company reset my modem from their end. Yeah, it's definitely something in my tower. I don't know if it's software or hardware, but everything is up to date. I mean, I check Windows updates every morning. I check NVIDIA driver updates. I keep an eye on super anti-spyware updates. I keep an eye on antivirus updates. So I look at Steam every day, make sure there's no pending updates there. And I have no idea why my PC disconnects itself from the Wi-Fi. And it's not just here. When I took my computer to my mom's house for those couple weeks I was in Pennsylvania, and I was hardwired to the modem, and it would still disconnect itself from the Wi-Fi or from the internet. So yeah, I have no idea. I just want to grab a good bit of stone so we can top off all the wash plants. And then we'll find a new project. Alright, while this is filling, I'm going to grab a quick sip of coffee. But I do have a router that did that, and I was a rare a malfunction, yeah, manufacturing defect. I have a feeling it's now again. Don't quote me because I'm terrible with computers, but I think it's the Wi-Fi card or internet card or whatever you want to call it that's in my tower. Alright, let's turn this off a minute. Let's grab a little bit of stone that we have in each one of these. Well, let's grab the stone from here. Let's grab the stone from each of these. Cooper Web 2, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Do I have a router? Grass? My router, my tower, my computer may be on drugs. Alright, so we have like 1.1 million. So let's throw about 300,000 in each one. So if I put in, let's go there, or yeah, 1.1 million. Let's put like, let's go down to like 800,000. And we'll throw a little bit in this one. We'll throw a little bit in this one. Let's throw, go down to about 400,000. And we'll throw the rest in this one. Alright, now let's see what they have in them. So yeah, so we're about 50% full. So these will run a while. Let's grab the gold. Let's see how much cash we can get. And then we'll see what else we can buy. See if we can't get us another field. Let's grab the gold. So grab the gold from here. Grab the gold from there. Could be the drivers that 32 bits, but not compatible with 64. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what the specs on this computer are. Now let's grab the gold first. We've got about 100,000 liters of gold. Let's see what we can get. Let's go to the bank. Actually, crap, before we go to the bank, I forgot to put stone in here. Do you need stone? No, you're good for a while. Alright. So, we don't have to come back and do any mining today. Or, I should say, we don't have to worry about any of our stone processing today. Wires got loose when they got hotter when it expands. Could be. I haven't gone in, I haven't opened up the tower to look. Or it disconnects itself when it runs hot. That could be, I'll have to keep a closer eye on it and see exactly why, or what the conditions are when it decides to disconnect itself from the Wi-Fi. Alright, so how much is 100,000 liters of gold going to net us? And before we go drive all the way up there, we should have a good bit of earthworms. You're going to need some compost. You're going to need some compost in crates. But we have another... Oh, no, we're good. We have 450,000 liters of earthworms. We won't need earthworms. We won't need any more worms anytime soon. We're going to have to expand. Yeah, I'm going to do a map update so we can do more fishing. We're definitely going to adjust our fishing spots. And it will work with an existing game save. Just guessing blindly here. I had to do updates BIOS on one computer. Yeah, my son does all my computer work. Alright, so grapes are still not ready. So let's sneak in here. Are you going to fit in here? Alright, let's get... let's put the pipe in. Put the pipe in. Come on. There we go. I could have came in at a little bit straighter angle. Probably going to get stuck under here now. Alright, so what are we going to get for our gold? Only 95,000. That's disappointing. Alright, I'm going to have to up the price of gold on the next update as well. Alright, so where does that leave us? 432,000. We can't buy another field. Grapes are not ready to harvest. Field 3 is not ready for fertilizer yet until it goes to the next growth stage. We need about another 800,000 before we can buy Field 1 or Field 2. Let's head back to the farm. Let's see if we have any more silage to sell. And we'll see how much wine we have to sell. We could go on a selling spree. We have a little bit of product spread out all over the map. We can probably try and sell everything we can. But I'm definitely leaning towards one more field. Alright, how much do you have made? 1.3 million. You don't have 2 million liters yet for me to sell off. Let's get this guy put away. We got to figure out what our next move is going to be. It may be goats or sheep instead. You can sit there a minute. Don't look at my terrible park job. Let's give this guy a quick wash. So we'll know it's our cultivator because it's going to be red. Are there any other cultivating contracts we can take? A ton of sowing and a ton of fertilizing. I don't want to do any of those yet because we're not making seeds and we're not making fertilizer. Let's look at the winery and see how much wine we have to sell. So let's take a peek at this. 139,000 liters of red wine. Let's go sell off. Now that, am I reading that wine? We have 27,000 liters. Oh, because I sold some of it off, but not all of it off. All right. Let's take a quick peek at our cocoa orchard. I'm not expecting much. Yeah, only 29,000 liters. Let that run a little bit longer. Let's grab our auto load trailer. Let's see how much money we can get for wine. Let's go grab our wine. I may buy just a load of fertilizer. We may just go do a bunch of fertilizing contracts. But we'll see how much stuff we can sell off. We'll hit this up. We'll hit up our fish processing plant. We'll go back to Mammoth Mill. We'll see what we have back there to sell. Alright, so let's spawn out. Let's grab, which one do we have more of? Let's grab the red wine. first. What setting are we on? Regular size pallets. Let's turn that on. Let's grab the rest of the red wine. So another 10 pallets. And 6 pallets will fill us. Let's see if we have 6 pallets of the other wine. So white wine, do I have 6? We do. Let's see how much a load of wine gets us. What do we have most of? Red wine. Who's got the best price for red wine? Dollar General. Let's head over to Dollar General. Oh, the neighbor's dog's out now. My sister's dog's going to get barking. Used to be up to date, and if no one could find the solution, to be asked to take a look. Was a lot of pressure because I was... you were doing computers in the hospital? Yeah, I wish if I could roll the clock back, 30 years, I would definitely have taken some computer classes. My ex-wife is a software engineer, and when we lived in... Boeing hired her right out of college. We lived in Huntsville, Alabama, and she was doing software work on the space station project before the first component was flown into space. So we used to be able to go out onto the Redstone Arsenal, so we both had clearances, and we used to watch the astronauts train, putting the space station components together. So we actually got to see the working mock-up of the space station. Alright, let's drop these off. What did we get? So that got us another 159,000. Yeah, we're definitely not going to earn enough money to buy another piece of property today until we sell off more silage. Let's see what we have back at the mill we can sell. Watch out, my dad will try and steal that truck. Which truck? The yellow one? I've got the yellow one driving through the map as well if I turn traffic on. My friend was computer software dev for the hospital equipment, and I was in charge of testing them. Nice. Oh, the one over at the winery? Yeah, I actually have, if I turn traffic on, I have that truck driving through the map as well. I think I have that truck in all my maps. Alright, so what do we have back here? So unfortunately right now our silage is our main income. Alright, what do we have back here? Let's start at the top. Alright, tin cans we're going to save because we need them in another factory. Concrete we just started making so we don't have any. Barrels are being used, crates are being used. Drywall, that's only like 8 pallets of drywall. That's not going to get us much. Bronze, we don't have anything to sell. Plywood, we can sell a load of plywood off. We have 5. Yeah, let's sell off some plywood. We can sell off some plywood and some steel. Which one has the better price? Plywood or steel? 745 at Tractor Supply. They're both about the same. Let's run. Let's see what a load of plywood gets us. I'll have to spawn out one more pallet when we pick these up. Alright, so let's go to long pallets. Let's grab what's on the ground. No, that doesn't do us any good with these sitting here in the factory. Alright, I'm going to spawn one more out so we can fill the truck. Spawn out one more plywood. We'll see what that nets us. We can probably sell off, we can sell off like 4 loads of plywood, and we can sell off 4 loads of steel. We'll see what that gets us. Samcon00010 with the 100 bits, thank you very much. Uneven load? Yeah, no uneven loads. Alright, let's see what a load of plywood nets us. Thank you so much for the bits, much appreciated. Thank you for stopping in, saying hello. Alright, just wanted to make sure. Sometimes my bits get stuck on the screen and sometimes they don't. It's really weird. Sometimes they come up on the screen and sometimes they don't too. It's really weird. I haven't figured out what the glitch is in OBS. Alright, so Tractor Supply had the best price. Let's see what this brings us, and we'll grab a load of steel. And I think I can sneak through here to get to Tractor Supply. Yeah, we can sneak through here to get to Tractor Supply. Okay, why are they not selling? Oh, this trigger needs to be adjusted. I swear we tested these. Alright, so we're going to have to sell them on the truck. And this trigger is going to need an adjustment. Next map update. They should sell on the truck. Yeah. And we're going to have to pick up the ones that fell. Alright, it's going to get us about 130 or 140,000 per load. Unfortunately, got to disconnect for that last load to sell. Yeah, we're going to get about 150,000 per load. Let's go grab a load of steel. I grew up with a family business that would farm and clean seed to make sowing seeds for planting. That's cool. I wish there was a more realistic way to make seed in this game. Other than taking our grain, adding a little bit of fertilizer to it, and turning it into seed. Let's grab a load of steel, do the same thing. Because what did we need? If we go back and look at this field, so if we're leaning towards field 1 or field 2, we're going to need 1.2. They're both about, so we're going to need about 1.3 million. Now, unfortunately, every load we sell, the price is going to go down. But let's grab a load of steel this time. And well, crap. I'm gonna have to next update too. I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna adjust this trigger so it spawns out 16 pallets instead of 15 pallets. Now let's spin around. Let's spawn out one more pallet. Yeah, I'm definitely going to adjust this trigger next update. Let's grab one more. We'll see what this gets us. Oop. I almost drove away without picking this pallet up. Thanks to modders like you, I was able to find the same machinery we had. It was pretty cool, and then it showed my dad pictures and he started crying. What machinery? Yeah, because we need about 400,000 more dollars. And we could definitely get it by selling off some more silage. Everything. The one thing I do enjoy about this game is the variety of machinery you get to play with. I'm going to sell this load and we're going to check on our hired help and see how he's doing in field 6. I'm probably going to have to leave this on the truck and sell it again. So let's pull into here. Let's hit unload. And then I'll disconnect and it should sell it from, yeah. Yeah, so we'd have to sell off like 4 more loads to get that field. Where are we? Let's check our grass dryer. If we have 2 million liters of silage, that's where we're going to go next. We are at 1.6 million, so it's just a little short. Let's grab 1 more load of steel, 1 more load of plywood. That'll get us another 200,000. And then we'll see we'll come back here to fish processing and we'll see what we have there to sell. Cultivators and tractors, like everything we had, even old machines that we're collecting, rust, tractors from the museum. Yeah, every once in a while I'll download a really small map like Valley of the Old Farm or something similar to that, and I'll use all like the old school small equipment on it just to break up the monotony from factory farms. or factory maps. It is noon. I'm going to get out of here soon for lunch. Let's grab another load of plywood. I may have to take a peek out the window too real quick because it sounds like there's a car running in the driveway, and I know there's nobody home. But the dog's not barking, so if there's somebody outside, he'll usually let us know. Let's grab one more plywood. And then we'll grab one more load of steel. That should get us close to $1 million. And then we'll figure out which field we want to buy. It was a birthday gift because he was involved in restoring old school tractors that like antiques. Nice. When I was younger in high school, one of my best friend's parents had 4 antique cars. So I ended up buying a 1950 bubbleback Chevy, but I unfortunately never did get it restored, and then just ended up selling it off after high school. Alright, so let's back this guy back up. We'll load this guy back up. Get those last 2 sold. Yeah, we're going to bring another load of steel up, but we're still going to be a little bit short to buy a field. I want to earn enough cash to buy a field, and I'm going to get out of here for lunch. So, a load of steel. Talked to my boss to give me the inventory that he owned on the museum. Nice. Maximus213, hello. Thank you for taking time out of your day stopping in and saying hello. Much appreciated. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Alright, so one more load. Now we may come back and sell something else off. I'm telling you, we're going to earn enough cash to buy that field before I get out of here. Alright, before I jump out of here, how's our harvester doing on 6? So he's only about just over halfway. Steel, let's grab... We may come back and grab one more load. so we can get over the, like, we need 1.3 million. Let's spawn out that one, that one last pallet. Yeah, that's annoying. There's definitely going to be a map update, so this will spawn 16. Alright, let's see what this nets us. I showed it to him and they printed out what I did for visitors. So right in the entrance you could see an idea of what they had. Nice! Where's that museum at? If you don't mind me asking. When I lived in Alabama, we were, like I said, my wife was working on the Redstone Arsenal for Boeing, but we actually lived out towards the country, and right across the street from the entrance to our house was built on farmland that the farmers sold off, but right across the street from the entrance to our housing development, there was a farm supply junkyard. So we used to we got to see like all of the old equipment. Unfortunately, it's seen its days and it was just being used for parts. But it was still really cool, driving by there and then looking at all of the old equipment. Alright, so we still need about $200,000. Let's go sell off what silage we have. That'll put us over the top. Let's grab a million liters of silage. That'll get us the field. Canada, small town in the prairies. Maximus, on Thursday I started playing Ritchieville live, and everyone is delighted with your map. I congratulate you. Thank you. It's about 50 to 100 people living there, and in the small town. And don't want to drive to the church. I'm trying to read chat. I have no idea where I'm going. Thank you for playing the map. Let me know. Send me a whisper with the link. Are you playing it on Twitch, on YouTube? I don't have a lot of time to watch live streams, but every once in a while I do pop in for a few minutes. Alright, so let's dump off this trailer. Let's grab our tipper. Oop, I missed the connection. I try and scroll Twitch just to see if I can see my map, but a lot of times I miss it. Alright, let's grab at least 1 million liters. Yes, we can sell this. This will definitely put us over the top. Now, which field do we want? Do we want 1 or do we want 2? What's growing in 1? Sunflowers. What's its growth state? It's in 2 different growth stages. Field 2, we can plant anything we want, which is right next to our field we own 3. I can cut out the strip of trees between the 2 fields if I want to, and we can get more grass. I'm leaning towards 2, even though it doesn't have anything in it. 2's going to need, neither one of them need fertilizer or plow or lime. Oh, decisions. 1.27, they're about the same. I'm going to take 1 because it already has a crop in it. Let's see what this load of silage nets us. I'm going to take 1 only because it has a crop in it and we can sell it. Oh yeah, my Streamlabs is very aggressive. You can't post any links. Or you can't put like a period in a sentence. If you put a period in a sentence, just make sure you have a space between. So the map, so Nightbot doesn't think it's a link. Yeah, unfortunately, I get a lot of trolls, so I have Nightbot pretty aggressive. Alright, so let's switch to the front compartment. Okay, we're on the front compartment. Why am I not getting a silage? There we go. Pull into the barn further, old man. Drive in further. Well, yeah, you had links. I'm Spanish speaking and I live in Spain. Sorry, but my English is bad. I'm sorry, so yeah, so I won't be able to understand Spanish either. Alright, now we have enough for a field. Which field do we want to buy? Do we want to buy 2, which is right next to us, and we can plant anything we want? Or do I want to deal with the sunflower? I think I'm going to buy 2. The reason why I want to buy 2 is we can put any crop we want in it. And I could take the row of trees out, and we can open up the space a little bit. Yeah, let's do 2. And then we're going to plant clover. The reason I want to plant clover is I want to get the apiary up and running, and it needs clover. And once clover drops a grass swath, and we can throw the grass in our grass dryer, we can turn it into more silage. Now, okay, yeah. Matter of fact, let me look at something when I get back here to the main farm. So let's park this guy back with its fleet. Alright, sorry, I'll just bear with... Oops, joystick is stuck. Bear with me 1 second, I just want to check on something. Alright, so let's go. I'm going to go a little bit longer. So let's grab, since we just bought that field, let's grab our big bud. Let's drop off our cultivator. Do I have a space? I do. Let's drop it over here. Since we have a space over here, let's drop off our cultivator. So the next big purchase is going to be the silt mine, so we can start making our own fertilizer and seed. So that's going to be our next big purchase. Now, can I hook you up to my seeder? Or do I need one of those power takeoff things? Okay, so no, you will hook up to the seeder. Alright, we're going to have to probably buy some seeds and fertilizer. I don't think, I'm almost positive I don't have any in storage. But let's just drive through here real quick. We may have to go spend a little bit more money. Yeah, we have no seeds. Where's the fertilizer? Give me the second trigger. Alright, for now, here's what we're going to do. And this is only temporary until we start making our own. Let's see if I have the mod installed. I don't. I don't have the mod installed where we can buy seeds and fertilizer. Alright, let's drive over to... Actually, we may have enough. Let's see if we have enough to seed this field without buying any seeds or fertilizer. And I'll install the mod next time where we can buy seed and fertilizer at the home farm. Hoping we have enough to seed this entire field without running out. Oh man, the stirring is so sensitive on this. Alright, so field 1. Nope. Field 2, sorry. Forgot where I was going. Forgot which field I almost just bought. Alright, let's get this guy unfolded. Let's change it to... crap, what did I want? Clover. Right there. That's strange that they don't have the tractors listed anymore. Norna. I also have that issue. What issue? Refresh my memory. Because it's not as good as it used to be. And I think we are just going to... Do we want to see this myself? Now, we're just going to... Let's just hire a worker. Not able to hit the right trigger. Yeah, this thing is pretty sensitive when it comes to triggers. But I'm going to put my... there's a mod that I don't have in my mods folder and starts in this mods folder. But I want to be able to buy seed and fertilizer at the main farm until we start making our own. Alright, so while this guy's going, let's look at 6. So he's still doing fine. Let's go 2 growth stages. 3's not quite ready to be... Oh, it is. We can actually... Alright, you do your thing. Because now what we can do is we can fertilize 3. So let's go back to the home farm. You'll work. Let's grab our fertilizer spreader. While we're seeding number 2, we can fertilize number 3. And as soon as we get this field work done, I'm going to get out of here for lunch all. Because I haven't had any breakfast yet today either. And I'm still only on my 2nd cup of coffee for the day. And that's never a good combination. Probably just going to hire a worker over here too. I'll have to ask what my boss did with all the tractors. Alright, so let's get you let's get you unfolded. And we'll probably do the work ourselves. Let's just fertilize this really quick. And then after this is fertilized, we'll see where our hired help is. Again, y'all, I play in drone mode because my eyeballs are not the greatest and it's hard for me to see, especially here, the color difference in the soil between what's sprayed and what's not sprayed. Don't blame me. Oh, the heck with that. I'm just going to hire a worker. It really hurts my arthritis when I have to sit here and hold down the gas pedal. Alright, so we have seed going down, we have fertilizer going down, we have Helper E is doing his thing. Our grapes are not ready to process. Do I have... Alright, let's take another quick peek at... Do we have another 1,000,000 liters of silage yet, or are you just a little short? You have another 1,000,000 liters of silage. Alright, while our 3 workers are busy, let's head back to the home farm. Let's sell off 1 more load of silage. As soon as our arable work is done, I'm going to get out of here shortly. Let's grab this 1,000,000 liters. It will be awkward because I just left and never came back. Not even for your paycheck. I don't want to know what the story is behind that. When I was a manager at the furniture store in the warehouse, we had some pretty stringent hiring practices. So we would screen the applicants on the phone, and if we liked them, we brought them in for an interview. So I would interview them, and then if I liked them, I had to have a regional manager interview them. And if they passed the 2 interviews. Then we'd have HR do a 3rd interview. And then after, if HR gave us the okay, we ran a criminal background check and we did hair follicle drug screening. So if they passed all of that screening and we hired them, which was about a 2 to 3 week process to get somebody hired. I've had guys come in and work, start their shift at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. depending on what time we had to unload the trucks. I've already hired guys, spent the 2 to 3 weeks hiring them. Then they'd have to go through, orientation, do all the new hire paperwork. And that was another day. So on their 2nd day, we would throw them into the warehouse. We would have them start unloading trucks. They would go out to lunch and then never come back. And you'd never hear from them again. It is so frustrating as a hiring manager. And then when we were really short-staffed, I would have, we'd call the temp agency and have them send over 2 or 3 temps. And I've already had temps walk in at, 7 a.m. We'd give them a hand truck. We'd point them to a trailer that's sitting there waiting to be unloaded, with 200 pieces of furniture on it. And they'd look at us and go, "That's not what I signed on for," and they'd walk out. Can't tell you how many trailers of furniture I've unloaded by hand in my years in the furniture industry. Alright, so now that we have a little bit of cash, we have our field work being done. Let's take this guy back to the farm. Alright, y'all. I'm going to leave it up to you in comments. Sheep or goats? Which one do you want to see first? Sheep or goats? Throw it in comments. Let's put you here. I see 1 for goats. We need less. We need less sheep. Alright, while we're waiting for that, while I'm waiting for a couple more comments, let's jump into here. Do we have the animal trailer? You only hold... You're the smaller one. Did I forget? Oh, no, we do have the larger one in here, but you're only going to hold... You're not going to hold much. I think we're going to go... I think we're going to buy them right at the pen. Do we want to... Now, let's go. Let's go old school. Let's haul... Let's haul them. Let's just get it. Let's head over to the vehicle shop. We could probably buy a little bit of both if we really wanted to, but I'm trying to save cash for the silt mine because I really want to start making my own seeds and fertilizer. Alright, looks like our seeder is almost done. He has one more pass. Let's grab our new animal trailer. All nice and new, sitting over here. No, it's not dirty. There's no dents in it yet. Alright, so I'm gonna go with sheep for now. And we'll get goats next time. So let's buy the sheep farm. And let's head over here. So goats will be next on the list. So let's grab the black and white. I like to buy just one color animal for absolutely no particular reason. Alright. So we have our first load of sheep. We'll probably come back and get one more load. Yeah, do I want to do both? Nah, we'll just do sheep. I'm going to try and save our cash. Next time we come in, we'll do goats as well. Eventually we'll have all the animals. Alright, now where do the sheep get unloaded? Backside. Alright, helper B is done. So that's our seeder. I'm just waiting for our sprayer to get done. Alright, so let's move all these guys. Alright, first load of sheep in. We're definitely going to get a second load. And we'll have to buy some sheep food. But I'm going to take care of our helpers. And then I'm going to get out of here for lunch. So we'll finish our sheep next episode. We'll give them food, we'll give them water. Let's get this guy back to the home farm. And then figure out what our sprayer's doing. I forgot how slow this big butt is. I may have to go in and adjust the speed in the XML. I'm not a fan of driving slow. You know, give me like 60 miles an hour road speed with the tractor. So this big bud may get a personal edit between now and next episode, or the next time I play. Yeah, so I'm going to get this to the home farm. We're going to grab our sprayer. We'll get that back to the home farm. I'm going to fire the worker on field 6, and we'll set him back off next time we come into the map. We'll take care of the sheep next time we come into the map, and then we may even buy some goats. And then I'm going to get out of here for lunch very, very soon. I'm going to take about 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to play some Foundry between lunch and dinner. There's not much more we can do. We're pretty much, as soon as we get Lab 4 up and running, that's pretty much the end of what we can do until the next update. And then the next update, we're probably going to end up, you know what, I'm not going to be able to back this articulated thing up. Maybe I can. Alright, doing better than I thought I would. Alright, let's leave you here. Let's check on... Alright, I'm going to fire you. We're going to come back and rehire you next time we come on. Okay, you're making your last pass. Perfect timing. There's a Lab 5 also. I did not know that. Maybe I don't have the latest version. I'll have to go on to itch.io and see if there's an update. But I'm definitely going to play Foundry between lunch and dinner. And then, like I said, after dinner, if I can still sit, and if I still have a little bit of energy left, I want to play a little bit of Eco at some point tonight. I haven't played Eco. It's been at least 2 years since I played Eco, so I'm going to be more almost like a complete noob. Alright, so let's get you folded up. Let's get you back to the home farm. But when I come into Foundry, we have some serious issues. We don't have enough rods, we don't have enough plates, and we don't have enough steel. So we're going to have to find another xenoferrite deposit. We're going to have to find another technium deposit. And we're going to have to do some underground mining. And then we're going to have to clear out some space for some more miners for our ignium ore, so we can get more steel made. So we're going to have to do we're going to focus on ramping up the rods, the plates, and the steel. Alright, if I leave this guy parked in the door, it won't shut itself. Alright, y'all, I'm going to throw y'all on be right back. Or I'm going to throw y'all on ending soon. I'm going to save and close. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Appreciate the raid. Appreciate the new subs. Appreciate the bits. Y'all have been awesome. 0.3.0. I'll have to go in and see what version I have. I'll take a quick peek at itch.io before I stream. Alright, let me save this. Let me quit. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Hopefully I can catch you this afternoon on Foundry. I'm just waiting for my game to save and exit and close. Appreciate everybody stopping in. I'll catch you all this afternoon.